Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Business Banker Spotlight with your girl, Lady J, right here on JQLM Radio, division of Ego Entertainment Network. And of course, I have another dope guest for you all today. But before I introduce my guest, of course, we must get those formalities out of the way. So if this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio, and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers and all the different ways that they can tune in, this is what you would share. If this is your first time tuning into the show or to JQLM Radio and you would like to share with your family, friends, and followers on all the different ways that they can tune in, be sure to tell them to download the JQLM Radio app on their Apple or Android devices. You can also listen live to JQLM Radio 24/7, 365 via Amazon Alexa, TuneIn app, the Stream and Simple Radio app, and a host of other platforms of which you can find located on our website where you can also listen live at egoentertainmentnet.com. Also, don't forget to follow, like, and share us. We do follow back. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at JQLM Radio. You can also connect with Ego Entertainment Network at EgoEntNet. That's EgoEntNet on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter also. Also, connect with us on LinkedIn at Ego Entertainment Network. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our YouTube channel, Ego TV Network, at youtube.com/Ego TV Network. All right, so don't forget to share that with your family, friends, and followers. And additionally, if you would like to follow, like, and share my pages, Lady J, and connect with me, you can connect with me on Facebook at Lady J Brand. You can also connect with me on Instagram at ladyj.co, ladyj.co. Twitter, JAQ_1. That's JAQU underscore and the one. I'm not really on Twitter like that, y'all, at all. But I mean, if you want to follow me there, you can. Also on Lady J. You can also follow Business Bangers on Instagram at Business Bangers, on Facebook at Business Bangers. And if you would like to visit our website and learn more about Business Bangers and all of the products and services that we offer, you can visit businessbangerscenters.com or visit my website, ladyj.co. That's ladyj.co. And now that we have those formalities out of the way, let's go ahead and introduce our guest today. Our guest today is none other than Miss Brittany Cherelle from Boss Lady Media. So let's welcome her to the show. Hey, Brittany, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, real quick, before we dive into it, can you tell the people a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
I'm from Indianapolis. What I do, a host of things. I'm an actress, model, film producer, director, um, entrepreneur, with a host of other things. But that's mainly what I do. Media. I run my own media production company called Boss Lady Media, where we handle commercials, shorts, feature films, and music.
Awesome. So, I actually have the pleasure of having Brittany as one of my clients, and she is awesome. She does amazing work. So, can you tell everyone a little bit about what did you do before you got into production? Were you doing something in corporate? And if you were, what was that?
Yeah, I was, well, I started off young, wanting to act and model and, had dreams of going to New York or LA. Got around 25, that didn't really happen. So, really kind of, made my career in corporate, um, doing different like client relations and sales and things like that. And then I kind of got into, I'm also a writer, so kind of got into more of the writing and production, and released with my mom our first feature film in 2020.
Awesome. So, in corporate, you worked in production for a different company, or how did that go
No,
about?
in in corporate, I did more of account care, account maintenance, working with different clients. Um, working with companies that sold a different type of product, actually a little bit in the medical industry, and just making sure those clients are taken care of, dealing with contracts and orders, things like that. So I guess you
Okay.
could say
And
my
so,
organizational skills carried over.
okay. And so, what transpired in your life that made you decide to pivot and say, okay, now was the time I'm going to go ahead and start my own production company? Or did you gradually do that while still working?
Yeah, I gradually did that while working as well, because still gotta pay the bills, right?
Right.
But it's more that I'm going into it, the more that I'm able to really fully be working for myself.
Okay. And so, was there something specific that transpired that made you say, okay, now is the time?
Um, so did the first couple of films kind of was like still working full time corporates. By the time I was in that third film, in the midst of it, I was like, you know what, I need more time to really do this. That one, was a bigger project, a bigger budget, and I was like, I'm gonna step out on faith and really kind of focus on my business full time.
Awesome. And we know that in entrepreneurship, there are a lot of challenges. A lot of entrepreneurs post their success stories, if you will, but nobody
Mhm.
really talks about the day-to-day issues that we face, and the 50 million times we be like, forget this, I'm going to give up. So
Yes.
tell me, what was the most challenging factor for you when transitioning from corporate into your own business?
Really just kind of finding that balance as well. Because as an entrepreneur, there's always something to do. There's always something that you can do to be promoting your business, or, you know, office stuff. There's always something. So really finding that balance and still having a life and still taking time to relax as well has probably been one of the biggest challenges.
Okay. So when we come back, we're going to take a quick break. But before we go to break, when we come back, we're going to talk to you about, where you are now, or how did you overcome those challenges, and where you are now with the success that you're seeing in your company. So everyone, stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back. We are talking to Brittany Cherelle right here on the Business Banker Spotlight with your girl, Lady J, here on JQLM Radio, a division of Ego Entertainment Network. Don't go anywhere. What if you had the ability to encourage yourself just by putting on a piece of clothing? It's possible when you shop GDFAM. God Didn't Forget About Me apparel. Shop dresses, t-shirts, sets, jumpsuits, sweatsuits, and more for men and women. When you look good, you feel good. And when you can remind yourself that you have not been forgotten, you feel great. Shop GDFAM now at GodDidn'tForgetAboutMe.com. Music. Powerful Advertising Trap by Anton Blasov on Pixabay.com. All right. Shout out to one of our sponsors, God Didn't Forget About Me, GDFAM Brand and Apparel, owned by none other than my girl Shan White out of Atlanta, Georgia. Make sure you go check them out at GodDidn'tForgetAboutMe.com. And so we are back talking to Brittany Cherelle of Boss Lady Media. And you were just sharing before the break of about the challenges that you face when transitioning from corporate into, running your own brand or your own business. So now that you have, let's say, been in the game for a little bit, for a couple of years, you have been able to acquire, major distribution on some of the most popular streaming channels. You have had the opportunity to work on your first full feature film that will be airing on Netflix. And
Mhm.
also, you have been booked for quite a few interviews. You've had some media exposure and things of that sort. So tell me what all of that is like. What has that been like for you?
Um, it's kind of been surreal. Definitely grateful for all the opportunities. I never would have thought that I would have been here now, doing everything that I've had an opportunity to do. Um, it's weird because it's like people, make a big deal about some stuff sometimes, but I guess maybe because I feel like maybe this is where what I'm supposed to be doing, this is where I'm meant to be at. So yeah, it's been great.
Awesome. So when you got word that one of the movies that you helped co-produce and the movie one and your movie as well, I believe A Bell Family Christmas
Hmm.
was chosen for distribution not just on streaming channels but also in select stores, whether it be
Hmm.
in person or digital. How what was that like?
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. When I seen that email, I was just really surprised because um, DVDs are not, that popular. Like, who goes and buys a DVD anymore? But I guess they are still selling in the stores. So to be able to, have that, go to the store and see that physical copy of something that you created in the store, that was awesome.
I honestly think that I mean I would still buy a DVD and or a CD because to be honest, really you're cheating the producer, the writer, and the music artist because I mean think about it, you have to get like a million streams to make $1,
Right, right,
or and meanwhile you cannot autograph a a digital track or a digital movie, you know,
right.
and it gives the writers or the singers, the opportunity to make their money in the when people purchase. And so you don't have to wait. One CD could cost $7, $10, one movie, $10, $12 or whatever the case may be, instead of waiting for streaming. You know what I mean? So I just think that we think that, oh, this is such a amazing thing, but it's really not. It's not amazing for those who create the content
Right.
because you have to really work 10 times as hard and try to get, as much exposure as possible, which really is, it works against the creative if you don't have the finances and the team to help you get there. So,
Right. We released a Christmas album to go along with the Christmas movie, a Bill Family Christmas holiday album, and it's on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. And when I looked at the streams and everything, and I was like, I know I played that album like a million times, but it sure don't seem like it equaled up to much. So yeah, most
right.
definitely supported.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, if someone wanted to connect with you and find out more about what your company does and how to, view your content, where would they go?
Yes, so you can visit my website at bossladymed.com. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Boss Lady MED.
All right. And what services do you provide?
So we provide commercials for business. So if you have a business, affordable promo videos. Um, if you have a short or feature film that you have ideal but you need it written out, we do writing, directing, producing, distribution, premiere services for those films. And then we also do print marketing services, so flyers, business cards, website, anything around your business. We want to help small business owners as well.
Awesome. So, Brittany, thanks for being my guest today. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on here and telling us a little bit about Boss Lady Media and your journey.
Well, thank you for having me, Lady J.
Also, to every oh, no problem, no problem. There's a slight delay now, but for everyone that's tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Business Banker Spotlight. And I am elated that you all chose to join me here again for another episode. And of course, we're going to have another dope guest for you next week. And I will be sharing more about upcoming help shops and things of that sort under Business Banker. So make sure you go follow us and subscribe to the website at businessbankerscenters.com. But until next time, remember, all of you aspiring and established business owners, to keep banging in business. This has been another episode of the Business Banker Spotlight with your girl, Lady J, right here on JQLM Radio, a division of Ego Entertainment Network. And I'm out.